the idea is that when you have a workflows cannot be linked without each other because they are completely independent. So then that's completely impossible. And for the process filters were limited, you can just call one inside the same process filter, but that's a very limited tool. And for flows, it's completely the opposite. You can, of course, as I mentioned with the modularity, you can call a flow inside the flow. So you can have a flow that is calling different flows inside. So it's you don't need to have everything in just one flow. Okay, so that's the first kind of integration that you can apply, flow to flow. And that might include also variables that you want to pass between one flow to another one. That's of course covered. But you can also call an Apex class. So if there is something that you cannot do with the flows, you can even create an Apex class for processing all the information, and including this capability, it will be just one black box inside the flow. So that's another capability. But you can do this in both ways. You can, inside an Apex class, call a flow. So that's a very flexible way for integrating flows and the code that is created in Apex. And there are also many other processes on Salesforce. I'm talking about, for example, the Einstein chatbot or the omnichannel tool that are from the scratch. They are integrated with the flows. So you can call the flow inside those Salesforce tools. And there is also another way for integrating those flows, that is that you can call them as an action inside anything that you have built on your Salesforce backend. So with the app builder, you can check on the page layout that you are creating, for example, when you are checking an object, and there you can put an action that will call a flow that you have. But that feature also applies for the portals that you want to create on Salesforce. So it could be also being available for external users. So I would say that this is very rounded automation tool that is possible to be called from many other different parts of Salesforce, and even it can be also connected with external applications too. So you can see that this is a big improvement to what we had before. Okay.
Great, thanks. Nina, anything to add?
Yeah, probably I would like to mention that it's important to emphasize that Salesforce provides integration tools almost for everything, right? And this type of capabilities are guaranteed. So of course that when we talk about flows, we can, handle complex integrations as well. And now you can see a lot of Apex packages that you can, App Exchange packages that you can download, and you can start using them in your org that, of course, are integrated with your flows.